doesn't mean we're together.
Listen.
People walk in together all the time. That don't mean that they're together.
They behind me. They gonna kill me, y'all. I'm gonna make them kill me, y'all. Today is the day I die. Today is the day I die, y'all. They gonna kill me today, y'all. I'm finna make them kill me. I'm sorry, y'all.
On December 28, 2024, hundreds of people watched live on Facebook as a man announced his own death. "Today is the day I die," he told his viewers as he sped through Columbia, South Carolina, with police in pursuit. What they witnessed next would shock an entire community and claim 3 innocent lives. Welcome to Twisted Truths. I'm your host, and today we're covering a case that shocked Columbia, South Carolina on December 28, 2024. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe as it encourages us to bring more cases like this. This is the story of how a domestic dispute turned into a public tragedy that was live-streamed on Facebook. 3 people lost their lives that day, including an innocent man who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. This case contains disturbing content, including actual Facebook footage and 911 calls. But we believe these stories need to be told because they might help someone recognize warning signs in their own life. Niwdayra Tapia was born on July 28, 1986. By 2024, she had built her own media business in Columbia, South Carolina. She called it the most popular podcast, and people in the city knew her voice. Topia wasn't just any podcaster. She was making a name for herself. As a single mother raising 2 children, she understood what it meant to struggle and work hard. Her children weren't from her relationship with Antavius Brown. They came from an earlier relationship. For 2 years, Topia had let Brown live with her and her children in their apartment on Blossom Street. The neighbors knew him as part of the family. But by December 2024, everything changed. Antavius Brown was 36 years old and originally from Alabama. He had moved to Columbia, South Carolina, where he went to Lower Richland High School. Brown had 2 main dreams: music and business. As a rapper, he went by Get It Brown. He had some talent and local clubs played his music, but Brown wanted more than just music success. He started a business called GB Tequila, named after his rap name. Brown saw himself as an entrepreneur, just like Topia. Those who knew him said he loved his son more than anything in the world. He was always posting about his child on Facebook. But there was another side to Brown that would soon become clear. In December 2024, Topia made a difficult decision. Her relationship with Brown was over. She told him he needed to move out of her apartment. Brown promised he would leave by the end of the year. Just a few days were left in December. What could go wrong in such a short time? On December 24, 2024, while families were celebrating Christmas Eve, Antavius Brown was on social media posting angry messages. First, he wrote, "I just want to say I appreciate all the love and support. Life has been a real journey, and overall, I'm blessed no matter what way it go." But then, minutes later, he posted something much darker. "When I know I'm righteous, I'll go to war with whoever and die about it. Don't play in my face or whip my name. Win, lose, or draw, I'll throw it all on the line." These weren't holiday greetings. These were threats. Topia's mother saw Brown's posts. She knew her daughter was in danger. She had watched this relationship get worse and worse. On Christmas Eve, she decided to speak up publicly. She commented on Brown's post, "Hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I am Most Popular's mother. I don't understand how a person can be so bad. You are a treacherous man. If anything happens to my daughter, they already know who was a violent and bad man." The community could see this drama playing out in real time on social media. Some people offered support, others stayed quiet. But everyone could feel that something bad was about to happen.
If
After seeing the comments, Brown decided to go live on Facebook to tell his side of the story. In the video, he talked about his life, his struggles, and his anger. He seemed upset about the relationship ending and felt that people were against him. During the live video, Brown said things like, "I'm passionate about everything I do. If I put my time in, if I put my money, my blood, sweat, and tears in, I got to write about it. Don't let nobody undermine your build." He also said, "Nobody, you feel me, is play with my feelings, my heart, my emotions. I step with everything I do." After the live video ended, people in the comments started making jokes and rumors about Brown's sexuality. Some suggested he was on the DL, meaning he was hiding that he was gay or bisexual. These comments seemed to make Brown even angrier. Tapia also went live on Facebook to share her side. She talked about her podcast and upcoming events. She made it clear that she had built her success on her own. She said, "I just wanted to clarify that nobody made me. Nobody put me where I'm at." She wanted people to know that she had started her podcast and business by herself before Brown was even in the picture. But behind the scenes, Tapia was scared. When a friend asked if she was okay, she replied, "No, my life is and others are in danger." On Saturday morning, December 28, 2024, Brown confronted Tapia in her apartment. He accused her of cheating on him. The apartment filled with his angry voice and demands for answers.
We have a situation, and I just need everybody to help me. Get around is crazy. If anybody know you, they should know that.
Hey, they better know it. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it.
No, I really need to understand. Like, I really need some guidance. I need somebody I need your own people. That's why we're here on Get Around's page. Because I need y'all to make some understanding of this. Especially the women. Women who are in this field. This entertainment field that we all know is not no joke. Like, how am I going to be successful as a podcaster, as a host, as an entertainer, anything in this field, right? All the things I do. I have a team club. I have my podcast. I do individual interviews, right? Meaning that I will have to be one-on-one with people, men and women. And then I do the red carpet events where I go to events and then I have to interview a whole bunch of strangers and people that I may not know, right? I have my 9 to 5 and other stuff I'm not gonna get into right now. The point is, they all involve me working with the public. How do I go about this? Like, how am I gonna limit talking to certain people? Like, entertaining something is totally different than conducting a conversation. Clearly, if someone tries to get with me or rap to me or whatever, I can kindly, this is where the problem comes in. I know how to respectfully and kindly let someone down and tell them, I'm not interested. That's it. Get Around feels like me being kind about it is opening a door for them to feel like they got an opportunity with me. Why? Why do I have to scream, yell, curse, or disrespect somebody to make my point?
Hey, they was disrespectful when they made theirs, huh?
How are you?
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yo.
If you walk in the building with a motherfucker, it don't matter what nobody else in that motherfucking building say, do, or got going on. We walked in this building together. We gotta understand.
But that doesn't mean we're together.
Listen.
People walk in together all the time. That don't mean that they're together.
Guess what? People walk in together. People walk in together all the time for sure. But at the end of the day, if you coming there with me, that means damn you with me. That's like, hold up.
That does not mean that.
What the f you mean?
That means that for the people who already know that we're a couple.
Tapia's children were home. They heard everything. They watched in horror as Brown pulled out a gun and pointed it at his mother's head. Then he put the gun in his waistband and started hitting her. The children couldn't just stand there and watch. These brave kids did something amazing. They fought to save their mother. One child broke down the bedroom door. They jumped on Brown, trying to pull him off his mom. While her children distracted Brown, Tapia ran for the door. Her children followed her. Freedom was just steps away. But Brown was faster. At the doorway, Brown pulled the gun from his waistband and fired. The bullet hit Tapia in the leg. She later told police, "I just knew I was about to die." But Brown didn't kill her, though. Instead, he forced Tapia into a car, leaving her children alone in the apartment with their mother's blood on the floor. During the drive to Midlands Medical Center on Forest Drive, Brown kept the gun visible. He pointed it at Tapia, then at himself. She couldn't run or fight. She could only hope to survive. When they arrived at the hospital, nurses saw a woman limping with blood on her clothes and a man gripping her arm. As medical staff rushed to help Tapia, she grabbed a nurse's hand. She whispered, "He shot me. Please don't tell him that I told you, but he's the one who shot me." Then, louder and more urgent, "He's going to go back to the house. Please don't let him kill the kids." The hospital staff now faced a terrible situation. They had to treat a gunshot victim while her attacker stood right there watching, and they knew children were still in danger. Someone quietly called the police, while others kept Brown distracted, buying time for help to arrive. Columbia police raced to the Cross Hill apartments. They found blood on the floor and door frame, a trail leading outside. The children, thankfully alive, told their story through tears. They explained how they had fought to save their mother and watched her get shot. At the hospital, Brown became more agitated. He threatened to go back to the apartment to handle the children and to hurt himself. Then he left the hospital before police could arrive. An alert went out to all officers. Antavius Brown, 36 years old, armed and dangerous. Approach with extreme caution. Police found Brown at a parking lot near Two Notch Road. Officers approached with weapons drawn and ordered him to exit his vehicle with his hands visible. Brown looked at them through the window. There was no fear in his eyes, just determination. He threw his car in reverse, tires screaming, and sped away. The chase was on. As Brown drove away from police, he did something that would make this case famous. He started a Facebook live stream and announced to his followers, "Today is the day I die." The camera shook as he drove with one hand on the wheel and one hand holding his phone. Hundreds of people watched in real time as Brown sped through Columbia streets with police chasing him.
They gonna me today, y'all. I'm finna make them. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I am so sorry. I'm up. I'm finna make them feel me. I love y'all. Y'all know I gave it all I could. You feel me? I gave it all I could. You feel me? They coming. They coming. Feel me? And I gotta go. I gave it all I could, y'all. I gotta make these motherfuckers feel me. Feel me? It's been a real ride. My mama. One, y'all. I'm sorry. I was so blessed. I had made it through. There they go, y'all. Oh shit, they gonna kill me, y'all. They behind me. They gonna kill me, y'all. I'm gonna make them kill me, y'all. Today is the day I die. Today is the day I die, y'all. They gonna kill me today, y'all. I'm finna make them kill me. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I am so sorry. I fucked up. I'm finna make them kill me. I love y'all. Y'all know I gave this shit all I could.
Brown's toward the intersection of Garner's Ferry Road and Hazelwood Road. This was a busy intersection with traffic in all directions. Brown showed no signs of slowing down. At the same time, Ryan Haman was driving his 2001 Toyota 4Runner, turning left from Hazelwood Road. It was just another Saturday morning drive. His dog sat beside him in the car. Ryan Haman had no idea what was about to happen. Brown's 2021 Dodge sedan approached the intersection at deadly speed. The red light meant nothing to him now. He wasn't trying to brake or avoid the crash. The Facebook live stream captured everything. Viewers saw the speedometer climbing and the red light ahead. His hands were steady on the wheel. He made no attempt to stop. Brown's Dodge slammed into Hyman's driver's side at full speed. The Toyota flipped and rolled, coming to rest upside down. Brown's vehicle, now out of control, hit two more cars. There was glass everywhere, screams and smoke rising from the engines. Inside the Toyota, Ryan Haman and his dog were killed instantly. They never had a chance. They never knew their last morning would end because of someone else's rage. The Facebook live stream kept rolling even after the crash. Viewers watched the phone tumble during the impact, catching glimpses of twisted metal in chaos. Then they heard a gunshot inside Brown's vehicle. Police later found that Brown had shot himself in the stomach during or right after the crash. The same gun that he had used to terrorize Topia was now turned on himself. Emergency responders faced a nightmare scene. 3 separate situations needed immediate attention. Brown with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, Haman, who was already dead, and injured victims in the other vehicles. Paramedics worked on Brown even though they knew what he had done. They're trained to save lives, not judge them. The Facebook live feed finally ended, but thousands of people had watched a man choose death and take an innocent person with him. First responders used special tools to cut Brown out of his crushed car. He was bleeding heavily from his stomach wound, but was still conscious. Officers secured the weapon, the same gun that had wounded Topia hours earlier. An ambulance rushed Brown to the same hospital where this whole story began. Doctors worked to save his life, but the damage was too severe. At 12:30 p.m., less than an hour after the crash, Antavius Brown was pronounced dead. At the hospital, Topia learned she would survive. The bullet wound in her leg would heal, though the emotional wounds would take much longer. Her children were safe physically, but forever changed. They had fought a grown man to save their mother and watched her get shot. The hardest notification went to Ryan Haman's family. Their loved one, described as someone who was always happy and positive, was gone. His only crime was being at an intersection at the wrong moment. Ryan's family later shared that he came from a large family and had many nieces and nephews. He loved taking them fishing, to concerts and outdoor adventures. Since Brown died in the crash, there would be no trial. His death eliminated the need for criminal proceedings. Brown's family struggled with grief and shock. His mother posted on Facebook, "My firstborn is really gone. Antavius J. Brown." Get it, Brown. Some family members tried to explain what happened, though not excuse it. One relative shared, "I talked to him the day he caught his girl cheating." Everybody's not built to accept that type of hurt. But investigators found more Facebook posts that showed Brown's escalating anger. He had written, "The worst snake is the one you lay with and act like they love you. Lesson of a lifetime." This case raised important questions. When should police chase someone? When should they let them go? How do you balance catching criminals with protecting innocent people? Brown had told the world he would die before accepting rejection. He promised war. He broadcast his intentions on social media. Yet he still had access to guns. Victims. The entire tragedy played out online, with people watching, commenting, and in some cases, encouraging the violence. Tapia left the hospital with a limp that would fade and memories that wouldn't. The bullet wound healed, but the emotional wounds took much longer. Her podcast, The Most Popular, didn't die with her relationship. If anything, her platform grew stronger. She now had a story that other women in dangerous relationships needed to hear. Somewhere in Colombia, a young boy lost his father on December 28, 2024. Brown's son, the child he claimed to love the most, would grow up with difficult questions about why his father made these choices. GB Tequila died with its founder. The bottles that had already been made became grim reminders of failed dreams. Looking back, there were clear warning signs that everyone could see. Brown posted that he would go to war and die about it. Tapia's mother publicly warned that Brown was dangerous. Brown's Facebook activities showed increasing anger and desperation. Tapia herself posted that her life was in danger. The relationship showed signs of Brown trying to control and possess Topia. The next time you see warning signs, someone posting threats, a friend who seems scared, a partner who won't let someone leave, remember this story. Remember Ryan Haman. Remember Topia's children fighting to save their mother. And then do something about it. Because the biggest tragedy isn't that this happened. The biggest tragedy would be if we learned nothing from it. If you or someone you know is in danger from domestic violence, please reach out for help. You are not alone, and there are people who want to help you stay safe.